we look at it. Ayan. So since, Pastor, that we have discovered about the person of Jesus Christ that proclaimed He is the truth, how can these truths, the Bible, the person of Jesus, help us in seeing Christianity different from other worldviews, like we discussed, secularism, pluralism, and ultimately would save us from that depravity?
Mm-hmm. Well, it gives us a good worldview. It gives us a standard from which we view the world. No? Like, for example, we will, alam mo ba na ang science naman, for example, does not really go against the Bible. The problem is when people apply scientism. Magkaiba yun. Magkaiba yung science sa scientism. Scientism is much like a religion. For example, they would say, only science can prove the truth. But we have to tell them, no, they say there is no truth in anything but science. But do you know that you could ask that, is that a scientific truth? You can question that. Is that a scientific truth? No, is it something that you have discovered using your test tubes and your microscope? No, that's actually a philosophy. So tayo, knowing the standard of the truth of the Bible, it helps us gauge what's going around us, and all the things that we see, that all the truth claims, meron na tayong standard with which we can measure all these things. Kasi this world will peddle its lies. Like, for example, yung fake news. Yung fake news. I was just reading a book by Abdu Murray, Finding the Truth. And if I remember the title right. And he said na the problem nowadays is we get our source of information from comedy shows. And I was reading it, thinking, people get affected. Their faith gets shaken by a meme. But we have to remember that a meme is a caricature of what's the truth. It highlights something that is not that does not really put the truth in question. Yun ang danger sa meme. And people nowadays, they prefer their editorialized version of the facts, not the facts itself. Kaya nga, ako sa passion ko sa pastor, kasama na rin yung responsibility ko sa social political issues. I comment when I see my members post regarding something and I know it's fake news. Now, when people forward to me, like for example, kanina somebody forwarded to me, pastor pa naman, na prolonged wearing of face mask could actually cause you to faint because you can only breathe in carbon dioxide. And I said, it's not entirely true. And I sent to him a link which actually answered that claim. And he said, ang hirap kasi i-determine what is true. And I said, that's why you have to teach your people to discern, to distinguish between right and wrong. And of course, if you want to teach people what is right and wrong, you really have to go back to the foundation. The truth about reality is knowable, and the opposite of true is false. That there is such a thing called the truth. Alam mo, just gusto ko lang linawin na kung walang kung if there's no such a thing as truth, at yun ang claim ngayon there's no such a thing as truth, then walang legal system. How would the legal system work without the truth? Di ba, when you're about to testify in court, and I had one experience testifying as a witness in a hearing, in a court hearing, you have to swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. In fact, kung walang truth, there's no learning. Because learning is going not just from truth to more truth, but from error to truth. Paano masasabing you're learning if walang truth? So maraming affected nito. Kaya ako, on a practical sense, like for example, maraming truth claims, yung sa mga fake news, then we have to check the facts. Kasi nga, truth corresponds to the facts. Truth is telling it like it is. So, pati sa pag-gauge ng mga news, whether it's fake news or opinionated news or biased news, you have a standard. You have a measuring stick para you will be able to gauge it. Ganon din sa Bible. Like for example, people would quote a lot of verses to claim that this verse teaches that. Then you have to know what the Bible teaches talaga. You have to look at the context, because anybody can just prove anything from the Bible, but that doesn't make it right. You have to look at the context. You have to look at the meaning of words so that you'll be able to ascertain the truth. So, mahalaga yan. Tayo mga followers of Him who claim to be the truth. And so, dapat tayo pa yung talagang passionate for the truth. Hindi natin pwede sabihin, well, kanya-kanyang paniniwala yan eh. No? Hindi tayo dapat mag-settle dun sa, well, that's your interpretation, this is my interpretation. We'll just have to agree to disagree. I actually explained I did a series in our church about distinguishing between essentials and non-essentials. And I gave them 3 things that they have to remember. Preference, persuasion, at saka principle. Principle, it's worth dividing for. Because if it goes against the truth, then it's error, then I have to divide or distance myself from it. I have to reject it. I have to fight for the principles. Now, persuasion, we have to admit that there are some areas in the Bible that are still gray. Because we're limited. We are finite human beings trying to understand the infinite. And so may mga gray areas, kaya may mga differences of interpretation. Now, yes, we have to respect each other regarding your interpretation, regarding persuasion, kasi principle worth dividing, preference worth debating. Kasi we still need to pursue the truth. Yes, we may not know everything on this side of heaven, but we could still get closer to the truth regarding matters, regarding the details of it. And so we keep on debating, we keep on talking about it and really make sure that we are in pursuit of the truth. Yun yung preference, worth debating. Yun yung persuasion, worth debating. Yung preference, worth discussing. Kung baka mami, it's a matter of taste mo lang, yung background mo, huwag na natin pagtalunan yan. Sige, pag-usapan natin, kung saan ka masaya, supportahan ka. Pero pagdating na sa truth, lalo na yung truth that are clear in the Bible, we really have to make our stance. Tayo mga believers, ganun eh. Dapat hindi tayo mag-settle dun sa excuse na semantics lang yan, na it's a matter of interpretation lang naman. No. Kahit kami, sa seminary, we talked about validating para malaman mo ano yung mga levels of validation, para malaman mo na yung naging discovery mo sa word, talagang yun nga. May methods naman of validating eh. It should affect our interpretation of the Bible. Kasi sabi ng Bible, 2 Timothy 2:15, be diligent to present yourself approved to God, a workman who has no need to be ashamed, and who correctly handles the word of truth. Meaning, there's a correct way of understanding the Bible. So, sa mga iba't ibang aspeto ng buhay natin, in different aspects, our allegiance to the truth, the way we value the truth should be reflected in those things, like handling fake news in our social media, or regarding the teaching of the word, that we really search the scriptures to see whether these things were so. So, lahat yun dapat mag-reflect sa iba't ibang aspeto ng ating buhay as Christians, as followers of Him who claimed to be the truth, who declared that He is the truth.
Yun.
Friends, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, The Fellowship League, and also please click the bell button to receive all of our valuable content in this channel in your notifications. Moreover, we have a Fellowship League page, Facebook page. Please do like and follow and share this page to your friends and families and loved ones who need the encouragement, the facts, the cross, and discourses, fun-filled, with comfort, with intellectual facts and factual discussions for you guys. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.